All right, let's go to my Toronto Star article today on our to-do list for 18 games.
Step one, the goaltending. Explain your thought on the goaltending.
That I think Samsonov went a long way in New Jersey to solidify where he's headed or where the team's headed with him towards that first round matchup here. But it's a big game for a lot of different reasons for the Toronto Maple Leafs on Saturday. Giving it to Matt Murray, I think, is a big statement to say, despite your hiccups this season, we still believe in you, and we're putting you back in a position to do something for us. So that's what does that mean in the next 18 games? How many games do you think you need to put him in a position to be ready just in case Sandin falters between now and maybe game 2 or game 4?
Yesterday we mentioned Dubas and the idea that, you kind of thought maybe Kerfoot is still around and still so used based on validating the Kadri trade and still having a piece around. Do you think there's any interest from Dubas in validating the Murray signing, which certainly you didn't need to make, and they took a lot of the salary, which many people didn't think that you'd have to? Do you think he would like to be validated there?
Yes, but I think he's forced into this much more than he was forced into needing to validate Kerfoot. Kerfoot, you had ample opportunity to probably move in the last year. Mm-hmm. You made the decision to keep him over McCann. And that one to me is a decision of real strength. I think Kyle in the last 6 weeks has looked around the league and go, where am I going to find another goalie that is definitively an upgrade over Matt Murray?
Yeah.
If hopefully he's healthy. And he didn't come up with one.
Wouldn't he love, though, for it all to come true with the Sioux boys pulling it out in the end? Murray's in the net.
It wouldn't hurt him.
Wouldn't hurt him.
Be his dream. Be his dream.
It would be for sure. Okay, point 2.
So do you think he needs 5 games? 4 games? Do you think he can get away with it? How many do you want Samsonov to truly feel like he's ready to go here?
Well, you know what interests me is the end of season schedule, which Sam alluded to yesterday, and the weight of it, the amount of games the Leafs play in the last stretch of the season. They got, I want to say 7 or 8 games in the final 12 days. So what do you want Samsonov to play in the final 12 days of the season? Only a few times for me, play 4 times or twice a week on the way in, probably good, which leaves.
Can you pull up the schedule? Do you think teams that you're playing against will have anything to do with it? You want to be sharp against some. I think 10 of the 19
no is my gut.
Are 10 of the 19 are non-playoff teams.
So here's the Leaf schedule. This is a fact. I know you can't see anything. Here's so the last. Do you want their last games? We got Rangers, Lightning, Florida. Working your way backwards. Montreal, Boston is the last 5 games.
All right. So do you want Rangers and Lightning?
I think the last game of the season is April 13th. April 17th is likely playoffs. I think you probably go April 11th for your starter. So he plays Tampa Bay. Ooh, Tampa Bay is on the 11th. Do you want Sammy to go then have a week off before game 1?
Do you want to show your cards?
No, that's what I was going to say. If I get to control who's starting that game, it's not the guy starting game 1.
Okay. So then Samsonov would go April 13th against the Rangers.
Yeah.
Or April 10th, the day before the Tampa game against Florida in the back-to-back.
Yeah.
That's the one.
There you go.
So then he plays a week later. He has a week off before playoffs. Is that too much time off?
So this remind me, Kyper, that you said you just want Matt Murray to do 5 games before the end of the year?
Yeah, I do.
18, 13 to 5?
Jeez, I don't know. I
Too
can't,
many?
No, not enough. I can't see it being that little.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 games, that is
12-6, 11-7.
I would say closer to 12-6 or 11-7 to me.
Okay. All right.
But still, I think 5 seems way less than 7 to me. That's a clear it's a clear delineate between starter and backup if you're doing it like that. So
if you're free, if you're trying to figure out that Tampa game, how do you figure Boston? Because it's not a back-to-back situation in Boston. That one.
Call up Wall for that one.
No, you don't.
I want him to see either of them.